Hey guys, just got done watching 2011's A Night in the Woods. It stars Anna Skelleron, Scoot McNairy and Andrew Hawley. It's only really based on 3 characters. There's other people in it, but they're not in it at all really, just at the beginning. So basically Bodie and his girlfriend Kerry are going to go hiking in the Dartmoor Wistman's Woods. So basically, it starts off with them walking along, talking about it, and Bodie's recording it. Yes, this is a found footage film. So basically, they're driving along and they stop off at Stonehenge, and Bodie, being American, makes fun out of basically, but people go to Stonehenge, and Kerry makes fun of things like the president's faces being on, rocks and stuff, and I'm just like, okay. So then they go on and they pick up Leo, who Kerry says is her cousin, and Bodie gets jealous. Yes, and if I was him, I would be jealous too, because she's over the guy the whole time, teasing him, hitting him, running about with him, sitting with him, going ooh, and all that stuff, and you're just like, something not right here. So basically, they end up going on their way, and they stop at a pub. In that pub, basically, they tell them about this legendary kind of hunter thing, but in the woods, cuts crosses into sinners' skulls and buries them. And they tell them that, and there's a great bit in there where the bloke's singing, an Irish man singing. And basically, it's kind of like, this is like a documentary style when they're recording that. In the fact that they're talking right at the camera, which is quite nice. So they go on their way, and they go by Dartmoor prison, and Bodie makes a comment like, oh, you're going to be in there, Leo. And you're like, what? So they start going they start hiking, and they go across these things, and you get these really boring segments of them walking and doing nothing but climbing rocks. Then there's character development where you've got Leo and Kerry basically sitting together looking at each other all lovey-dovey, not like cousins. And then you've got Bodie talking to the camera, and basically he throws his iPad or iPod at him or something, not his iPad, like his iPod thing. And Leo looks at it, and it shows him outside Bodie's house. Right, Leo outside Bodie's house, but Bodie recorded the whole thing of him climbing in through the window and looking at stuff, yelling that bastard and all that stuff. And you're like, but hold on a minute, he only just met the guy. He only just met the guy when they picked him up. So how the hell did he know who he was when he was in the video? And then basically Leo goes, don't tell her. Don't tell her, I'll have to kill you. And he goes, ooh, and you're like, oh, maybe this is going to get interesting. Right? And then he falls over while he's trying to get away. And I was like, tears of laughter at that scene. Then there's another bit where Bodie decides in all his wisdom to go off in the woods on his own. So he goes off, and he goes, la la, and he goes missing for about 30 minutes, leaving Leo and Kerry together. They're talking, they decide to go into the tent so they don't get cold and that. And they look at each other, and she goes on about how her dad found a condom after the wedding or something. And the wedding is mentioned earlier in the film about how she didn't see him since the wedding. And then they look at each other, and he goes over and kisses her, and you're like, wow, this is really bad, isn't it? And then they're about to have sex, and he bites her on the lip. And she goes, oh, get off me, you bit my lip, get off me. And you're like, And then she says, get off me, Leo, get off me. And he decides to get lost and all. So then you just have her basically getting upset in front of the camera. And then you have her basically, oh no, before that, you have Leo sitting on the ground talking to the camera about how he made some phone calls. And Bodie's assaulted women. And he's evil and twisted, basically, and he's gonna tell Kerry if he's not careful. And I'm sitting there going, these two know a lot about each other, because apparently they've never heard of each other. Because Brody says to him when he first meets him, practically, "Oh, in the 6 months I've been dating Kerry, I've never heard of you." So what the hell? So then you have Kerry basically going, like they do, with the tent shaking, and they're going through the woods alone. Then she sees Leo, who tries to attack her and kill her. Then she runs away, and Brody tries to attack her, and she stabs him in the head and kills him. And then she hides in this like little cave thing, and you're just like, the whole time you're thinking, she was complaining about him recording the whole thing constantly. Yeah, when she's being chased and she's going around, she's recording it on the found footage stuff. So it's like, what a hypocrite. In reality, you wouldn't be carrying a camera with you. And you wouldn't be going like this constantly, would you? Oh no, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Oh, perfect camera. It's not going to shake, and when it does, it's going to look like it's meant to. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, let me just zoom in. Oh, no. You wouldn't, would you? No. So it kind of annoyed me a bit. I don't like fan footage movies that much, because they're all the same thing. Since the Blair Witch Project, it's been 15 years, people still do the same thing. A few people go in the woods or go to Chernobyl or wherever it is, or in an asylum place that's been deserted. People start dying, and then you end up with the girl and the guy left, maybe. Then the guy turns evil and the woman lives, or whatever. And you're like, come on, make it original. So I watched the film, and you know what? As bad as it was better than Hellraiser Bloodlines. Hate that movie. That's going to be my new thing. Hellraiser Bloodlines sucks. This movie sucks too, but it still beat Bloodline. So I like the slipcover on this, by the way. So this film was directed by Richard Parry, and it's from Tribeca Films, and it's supposed to have a DVD and Blu-ray in, but when I bought it, the DVD wasn't in there. But going back to the film, I can't really recommend this film as a good fan footage movie, because again, with fan footage movies, nothing really happens till near the end. And because it's like, when people record things, you never feel like it actually matters at all. It's like, why would you record it? Why don't they record? And another thing, these people record everything. Why don't they record themselves doing a way or doing a po? Alright, I'd rather see that than not say just someone running around going, So at the end, you basically see 3 graves, and it's supposed to be hinted that the graves are all for them. Basically, you never see the killer, you never see anything, and that's what makes it suck as well. You know, I would like to have seen something like the Kill List, where you had like all those weird cult people around at the end. I would have liked that, but it was alright. But it was one of those films that you'd only watch once, and you'd want to really watch again because there'd be no need for it. The character of Kerry seems a bit weird. She says in the movie she lost her virginity to Leo. She went, "Oh, I lost my virginity to you, Leo." And you're like, then why would you bring him on the camping trip? Right? Well, hiking anyway. And you got Brody, who's constantly moody and constantly jealous over Leo before he even knows he's done anything with her. And then you've got Leo, who's like this weirdo, who's obsessed with her as well. And you just sit there thinking, these people are very one-dimensional. Like, apparently Kerry slept with Leo when she was 15. Yet she still wants to sleep with him now, when she's what, in her 20-something? Let's see how old the actress is quickly. How old is the actress? The actress was born in 1985. It came out in 2011, 15. She was 26. So that'd be 11 years. That'd be 11 years later. She still wanted to sleep with the bloke. Which I think isn't very believable, really. But, you know, it depends what your take is on what happened when you lost your virginity. But I was hoping that Brody and Leo would get on. And that basically that Kerry would be upset and she'd be the killer. You know, something like that would have been different instead of seeing the same old rubbish over and over again. But it says here, I will cast all evil beasts out of the land and into the woods. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Right at the end, when she when she's on her own and she isn't coming, it is whatever is coming, she decides to pull out her cross and say a prayer. Just as she finishes the prayer, she gets pulled along, still holding the camera. So she's being pulled along like this on the floor, right? And she's still holding the camera. Why wouldn't you throw the camera and try and grab hold of something? You know. But no, I think if holiday camps want to sell out, they need to make found footage like holiday campings, where people hold the stuff and they go flying down the thing. It was just terrible. The film itself, I'll be honest with you, I like the setting and I like the beautiful HD because you could really see the moor, you could really see the moors and everything. It was beautiful. But if you took them out and that and put that there, it'd be better. I mean, the film was okay. It wasn't bad, but it was just the same old stuff. You've seen it all before. And it doesn't give you any real character development, and the character development does. But it never explains to you why Leo went in his house. It never explains to you why Brody, what caused him to assault women. It was all one-dimensional, like, oh, put that in there, shock them. Put this in there, makes them different. Put this in there, completely different, you know? And all Kerry all Kerry looked like was some sort of jumped up, just looked like she just wanted to have sex constantly. Because she was constantly like, and all this, and trying to get off of him. You know? So there wasn't really much to it. I didn't like it for that reason. But I did like the first 40 minutes. I like the walking through the moors, even though nothing happened, so it was quite boring in that aspect. I like the setting. The setting is a nice thing for the movie, you know? If they'd have done it where they were at Stonehenge and druids had come out and killed them, and we saw it, that'd have been better. Another thing I think lets it down is the found footage. Found footage movies really, they need something special to work. And when they've got that special something, they automatically suck, you know? So would I recommend A Night in the Woods? If you like found footage movies, yeah, why not? Because it's just another same old found footage movie you've seen a million times before if you collect them. I just think, to be honest with you, I think it was an alright watch. I wouldn't rate. I'd probably rate it 2 stars because it was okay, but it was really bad at the same time. Like it was like I started watching it at 2:30 AM in the morning, and it was one of those films I could watch and just relax, you know, and not really care about. Really, I could watch it, I could review it, but I won't have to care about concentrating on it. Like if I put on the Godfather movies, I'd have to watch it and concentrate on it. You see what I mean? Something like that. But with this, I didn't have to, so that was good. But it was kind of those brain dead movies. If you want to get a movie to sleep with your girlfriend or your wife, whatever, get this movie, put it in. She'll get so bored with it, she'll beg you to turn it off, and you'll say no, and she'll sleep with you just to get off. There you go. Tip number 1. Seriously, I don't recommend this film really. I think that this film is pretty bad. I think it's got really bad acting in it, which is a shame because the people in it looked like they were pretty good actors and actresses. Basically what I mean by that is they didn't really have a good script. So yeah, give it a go if you fancy it. It's not good. It's not extremely bad. The setting's lovely. The HD makes it look better. And basically it's something you've seen all before basically. And you don't see what's happening other than them going a bit crazy. So thanks for watching my review of A Night in the Woods. There we go. Ooh, it's a lovely case. I do like that red at the top. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care and see you for my next review. Bye bye.